We're at the Lake County Discovery Museum, and I'm talking to Catherine Hamilton Smith, who is the superintendent of the Lake County Forest Preserve, and we're in this great exhibit about Walter Payton. It's called
Sweetness, the Walter Payton story.
This is memorabilia and posters and things like that.
Wonderful things that we've collected mostly from the Payton family. On loan to the museum for this exhibition, never before seen together, except in the Payton home, I guess. And then we also have many items on display here from private collectors. Some of the less personal items, like his rookie card and ticket to the game where he broke Jim Brown's all-time rushing record. Those sorts of things came from private collectors. But the personal items, game balls and the Super Bowl ring and things like that, came from the Payton family. Many people from throughout the Chicago area and also Wisconsin.
Yes.
I mean, people have been coming from all over the place to see this exhibition.
He was sweet, and people do want to know. In
fact, we have a lot of Packers fans who come, and they come, in their full green and gold, fully dressed out. And in the book that visitors can sign to the Payton family, they have said that they've come to pay tribute to Walter Payton. I was involved in it from the very beginning. I went and talked to Connie. It was one of 3 people from the museum to go and talk to Connie and have coffee with her. And
that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Met her for the first time. Lovely, lovely person.
Yes.
And in fact, when she saw the exhibition all completed and finalized, she walked down the opening ramp and saw the pictures of Walter as a little boy. 3 yards into the exhibition, she started to cry.
Oh.
And she had not expected that. She'll say herself that she just hadn't, she thought she was sort of past it, but somehow the emotion of...
It's been gone since, what, 99?
That's right, and coming up in November, in fact, just in a couple of weeks. So 5 years this year. He died of, essentially cancer of the bile ducts.
Oh, my.
And he was 45. I think the thing that strikes me about that, too, is... And to everyone when he passed, that he was such an almost immortal person, it seemed like, so strong and so invincible. And to have someone of that physical caliber pass away so suddenly was, I think, hard for people too.
Yeah.
I think everyone thought he was going to fight it and he'd be fine, and this is Walter Payton, he never goes out of the sidelines, so we won't lose him.
What is your fondest memory of this exhibit and putting it together, the work that you put into it?
I guess the thing that sticks in my mind is how every single person we spoke to had wonderful things to say.
Really?
And the fans that we spoke to, it seemed like some of the things that they've had to say also in the book that visitors can sign are that he had a real effect on their lives.
Really?
And it wasn't just, I like Britney Spears, or, I think Tom Cruise is good looking, or something like that. But more, here's somebody who was arguably the best known name in the history of Chicago in a way. But it was more than that. It was that he really meant something to them and continues to inspire their lives and the lives of their children and grandchildren.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's a very generational reaction that we've had from visitors. And I watched hours and hours and hours of tape of Walter Payton running and never got tired of it.
Really?
And now I've always been a football fan, and now when I watch games, I watch them and compare those runs to Walter Payton, and I'm telling you, these people are wimps. They're always running out of the sidelines, and they're just, they're like a bunch of little scared rabbits compared to Walter Payton was. Watching him and the hours of tape I've watched, I guess that's the thing I take away, is that he was a remarkable player and a remarkable person, and it's time to celebrate that.
That's great.
If anyone in your family has the slightest interest to come, especially with children, they'll learn about a person who gave 100% all the time in all aspects of his life. And toward the end of the exhibition, there's a big quote that takes the entire space of a whole wall, and it says that if you ask me how I want to be remembered, this is Walter Payton speaking, it's as a winner. But then he goes on to say that a winner isn't someone who just wins all the time. A winner is someone who goes out no matter what they're doing and gives all their effort all the time to accomplish something.
That's right. That's very inspiring.
And for me, that's the message of this exhibition. It's Walter Payton on the football field, but Walter Payton just as a person in contributing all the time in everything he did, and having fun at it, and enjoying life, and making connections between people. And so I think that's an inspiring message for kids.
It's a great attitude.
It's a great attitude. It's a great attitude.